So it's time for yet another transfer video, but before we go into it, we just have to take our time. There's a sad news that's just rocked the football community just right before we recorded this video. We jumped on to record this video. Liverpool forward Diego Jota, sadly passed away in an automobile accident with his brother, and this is clearly not what we want to see. Sending all of us here at TPL News, we are sending our condolences to his family, his friends, his well wishers, and of course, Liverpool Football Club. This is indeed a big loss to everyone and the football community, and we are sending our condolences big time to Diego Jota and his family and Liverpool fans. And Victor, that's a very sad one. Victor, that's a sad one.
It's just heartbreaking. It's not something you expect. He was 28 years old. He
Yeah.
married his long time girlfriend under 2 weeks ago, and this is this is just terrible. I'm honestly shaken by this because you don't expect something like this happening.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very sad. It's very sad. But this is just one of those very sad things we don't like to see, but yeah. And anyways, we move on to our transfer video for today, and of course, we're starting with rating some of the confirmed transfers in the last few days. And first off, Victor, Kepa's officially, we knew this was going to happen, but now it is full-time official, £5 million on a 3-year contract. Rate Kepa to Arsenal, Victor.
I think it's a very good one, to be honest. I'm giving this one an 8, maybe even a 9. For this sort of transfer fee, £5 million. They didn't go crazy on the contract length either, 3 years. I think this is very good.
Yeah, fair enough. And over to you, Max. Rate Abib Diarra to Sunderland from Strasbourg for £30 million.
I mean, it's a good youngster, but I'm not sure that signing this type of player for 30 mil is good signing for Sunderland, especially. But let's hope that he will improve in Premier League. So I'd rate it about 6, just because of the price, and let's see what goes.
Yeah, fair enough. I was pretty surprised when I saw Sunderland splashing 30 mil, on Diarra. But yeah, probably they know something we don't. And moving forward, Victor, rate Georgian Strand Larson to Wolves now permanent, £23 million.
Oh yeah, this one's pretty darned good for them. Like they obviously needed firepower up front after selling Cunha, and Strand Larsen has proven his worth as well. Last season. I'm giving this one an 8 as well.
Yeah, fair enough. And just on a final note with ratings, Max rate loomed Chaona to Burnley, £12.1 million with an additional 2.6 million potentially on a 5-year contract.
Mm, I'm really not sure about this type of signings, actually. And especially for Burnley, if you want to improve and stay in the league, you shouldn't sign young potential future players. You should sign the players
Yeah.
that improve your team right now to keep your place in Premier League. So, for the club perspective, I'd say it's around 4 for me.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, we're gonna have to wait.
Generous.
Yeah, very generous. Well, anyways, moving on to transfer news in proper, we're starting up with Benjamin Sesko, and we all know that Arsenal are yet to make up their damn mind. They've been chasing both Sesko and Gyökeres for about 2-3 months now, and now the latest reports are saying United, City, and Real Madrid are also now tracking Sesko's situation if Arsenal fail to get a deal done. Arsenal are saying Leipzig's demands are too high. But the question, Victor, is that does a move for Sesko make sense for either of City or United when you look at it?
Definitely not for City. They would have to be paying top money for what would be yet another striker to be in Haaland's shadow. Julian Alvarez didn't take that lightly, and I don't think Šeško would either. I think it makes no sense for City. For United, For United, any striker makes sense. Anything would be an upgrade on what they have. So I suppose yes, but United will have PSR problems if they go for this in a season without European football. They've already bought Cunha. They're gearing up forever already to buy Mbumo as well. I don't think they have the money for Sesko anyway.
Yeah, fair enough. And moving over to Liverpool, Max, Inter and Juventus are both interested in signing Abu Elliot. You know, we discussed a couple episodes ago that Elliot is probably most likely on his way out of the club. But now Liverpool are demanding a fee of around £15 million unless a buyback clause is included in any potential deal. The question is, we know Elliot has the quality and whatnot, but the question is, Max, is he worth £50 million?
I think pretty much not, because he has never shown anything in Premier League. Probably for Syria he's gonna be a bit better suited, at least, because he's not a big man that like Haaland or so, and he's just quick player, winger. So I'd say if they can manage to get at least 40 mil for him, it's a good deal for Liverpool, definitely. But I'm not sure that Inter or Juventus are going to pay around 50 or so.
Yeah, exactly. When I saw the clubs interested as well, I said no chance, no chance Liverpool get 50 from the Serie A guys. But yeah, we'll just have to see how that progresses. And moving on, Victor, we've spoken about Ante Onana like 50 times in our transfer episode, but now reports are saying he's not expected to leave Manchester United this summer. Now the question is, would United go on to regret that decision?
I mean, not leaving is one thing, actually playing is another. I think they will regret it if he does start more than half their Premier League fixtures. Um, I it's hard to say honestly. Like I in goal would probably be an upgrade over Onana, and that's really saying something. I wouldn't keep him. I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole as a if I'm trying to be a top club like how United keep fashioning themselves, I would not play him and I would not keep him.
Yeah, fair enough. And Max, just on a final note, and still with Manchester United, United are continuing to discuss yet another bid for Brian Mbeumo after two rejected bids. I mean, we've spoken about Mbeumo to Manchester United in several episodes. We even mentioned that he's likely on his way, to Old Trafford and whatnot. But after two rejected bids, in your opinion, should United give up on this deal if they fail to strike an agreement with Brentford? And note that Brentford are saying if you signed Cunha for 62 million, then you should sign Mbuemo for way more than that. What's your take on this deal?
I mean, I'm still definitely sure that he's going to United. It seems like Brentford just trying to steal some more money from United, and probably what you mentioned is actually true. When it's like Cunha for 62, you probably pay more for Mbeumo. But in the end, I feel like they're just gonna deal on something like 65, 70 maybe. And it's a good deal for both sides, so I feel like it's still gonna happen.
Yeah, well, I don't know what we call a good deal these days, but in my opinion, if United are going to spend north of 65 million, then I don't know if I should call it a good deal, if you ask me my opinion. But yeah, Victor, what's your take on that?
I feel like 60 million wouldn't be overpriced, honestly. And Brentford can look at the deal that Wolves got for Cunha, and I feel like the two players are very similar quality. They're both Premier League proven. I would say Mbumo even more so than Cunha. Um, I would say he's worth 60. Whether he's worth well over 60, that's already up for debate, yes. But on the other hand, if Chelsea had to pay 55 for Joao Pedro, then yeah, Mbumo is definitely worth 60 and a little over.
Yeah, fair enough going by that analogy. But anyways, that's all we have in the transfer episode. And once again, if we at EPL News, we're sending our condolences to Diogo Jota, his family, Liverpool Football Club, all his friends and well-wishers. This is indeed a sad one for the football community. And we can only hope that we don't get to see news like this often. And all we do is just talk about transfers.